everybody. So we're just at the dump station here. We left our campground, which is like right behind us anyways. It was a 2-second drive to the dump station, which is nice because of how full the tanks are. We're going to be going back to Dartmouth Crossing, the Walmart parking lot that we stayed at there for a few nights just recently. Thomas is outside emptying the tanks. I'm about to empty the water bottles that I filled up with the water here. It's disgusting. I tried it. Not good. So I'm going to empty them. I'm going to rinse out the shower because there's still water sitting at the base of the shower there. And then we're going to be hitting the road. The GoPro battery is going to die any minute now, so I'm going to let it charge with the extra battery because I let that one die yesterday and didn't charge it yesterday either. But I'll let them charge while we are emptying tanks and driving to our next location. It's officially fall. It's really cold out. The wind's quite strong and cool. Leaves are a lot redder than they used to be. We're just heading to Staples to get our sticker paper, then possibly to Michael's because I might sell the original paintings that I did, but we'll see. Thomas is hesitant about going to Michael's again because I like to spend money. Done.
Is it done?
I did it.
You did it?
I did it without making a mess. Look at that. Just a few droplets. That's it.
Wow. Pretty good.
I'm telling you. What would you do without me?
I finally got some time today to do a little bit of roof maintenance. Our solar panels, I'm pretty sure, need to be cleaned off. We haven't cleaned them yet since we've installed them, so they need to be cleaned. And we're also not pulling in nearly as much as I would be expecting. I need to go check on them, clean them off. And also, a while back we had lost the vent cover for our gray water tank. So we've just sort of been driving around without a cover for it. But we picked one up not long ago, and I'm gonna go try to install it. It looks super easy. You just pinch that in, push it down back onto the vent. So while I'm up here, I figured I'd start with the vent cover, and looking at it now, it looks like, I don't know if the vent cover that was on here before is an aftermarket one or what it is, but it's a different setup. There's the same one as used on the black tank, and it looks like once the cap is on, these little clips here hold it down into place. But I didn't pull up the black one all the way to see if it has these little arms, but supposedly these little arms are supposed to, I guess, go in there, and then we push this down all the way until it stays in place. But there's no like on here there's no lip for those little clasps to hold on to, so I'm not sure exactly what the deal is. I'm not too sure about fitting the cap over that. Those metal arms on the cap, the corners are very sharp, and they're kind of gouging little scratches into the PVC pipe. So I think I might try to file down just the corners and then try it again, because I think, once it's pressed down all the way, it'll be secure enough to hold. Like these two little arms will be enough. It's just a matter of getting them in there and pressing the cap down all the way. But I don't really want to be gouging into the PVC pipe, so I'm going to try filing those down before pressing it in. And so that leaves cleaning the solar panels. And what I'm using for that is basically just a regular glass cleaner. The one that we have is a Greenworks brand, or Clorox brand, Greenworks glass and surface cleaner. And just basically clean it down like you would any kind of window or mirror or anything inside the house.
Comfort to you, we ain't got nothing to do with where you are, or where you've been, or where you're going. Comfort
now the panels are considerably cleaner, and that's one thing off the list. So now I'm going to go back down, find a file, and try to round out these corners a little bit so that I can put the cap into the PVC pipe without gouging into it too badly. So that's the next step. So unfortunately I don't have a metal file, and the next best thing, or really I guess the only other thing that we have with us that could work, are a pair of pliers with the little cutters in there. So I'm going to see if I can try and snip down the corners, try to round it out a little bit, and then see if I can get this cap in. So it looks like I've only made it worse. What used to be a nice clean sharp corner is now a pretty mangled corner with a super sharp edge. That's not going to work. There is a Canadian Tire just down the road, so I might walk over and grab a file, and I'm also going to need a drill bit to put on the new addition to our black tank vent. I'll see if I can convince Sam to let me spend a little bit more money, although it's usually me that she has to convince to spend money, but we'll see if we can get some new tools. Back from Canadian Tire now with a file and some drill bits. So I'm going to see what I can do about filing down the corners, and then maybe take a look at installing the new vent cover for the black water tank. The corners are all shaved down now, and it's time to get back up onto the roof and see if it works. I think that works. Now, like I said, I don't know if the vent that's like in the roof is an aftermarket thing, or if it's just because the vent cover is an aftermarket thing, but they don't quite line up. Like they're obviously not designed to work together as well as the original one did. But like on here, there's these clips that I had shown before. There's a little lip on them that sort of stops the cover from going down too far. Now this cover has a larger diameter, so if you push too far, it goes past those lips on the clips that hold down the original vent cover. So I just sort of pushed it down until the edge of the thing lined up with the lips on the clips, and so it's in place, and it feels secure enough. I hope that it will hold. Having shaved down the corners of those metal arms that hold it in place, there was a lot less resistance getting the cover on, which, I mean, it means that it's not gouging into the PVC, at least not nearly as much as it was, which is good. Now, my only worry is that because there's less resistance, it might make it easier for the cover to come back up, but those arms are a good, a couple inches long, and so there should be enough in there that it shouldn't come up. Now the next thing that I'm going to be doing up here was that when we had gotten that cover, we had also seen the Cyclone vent covers as well, and it's basically it's an aftermarket vent cover, but it has a fin to align itself with the wind, and it swivels, and it's basically it comes up and then out this little funnel. I don't know how to describe it. I guess I should have just shown it. When we had gotten that vent cover for the gray tank, we had seen that the Cyclone ones were on sale. We're hoping it will eliminate the need for any deodorizer in the black tank. I mean, it's not a really big expense anyway, like the deodorizer for the tanks, but it'd be nice to not have to use them. If we could go with a gadget that instead uses physics to pull air out of the tank instead of putting a couple dollars in every time we empty out the tanks. I like the idea of that a lot better. I don't think I'm going to do the Cyclone thing today. It's a lot more involved than just pressing a little cap onto the vent pipe.
It's past 10 o'clock, and already Thomas is getting ready to climb into bed. Not necessarily to fall asleep, I guess. He has a sketchbook and everything with him. But when you lay down in a nice warm bed and stuff, you kind of want to just fall asleep. So we'll see how long that lasts. It's a Saturday night and he's going to bed at 10 o'clock. I just finished cutting up my stickers. I finally finished all of my kawaii foods. And for this batch, they're mostly dessert based. This is a little cupcake. And then a cappuccino. A teacup with some tea in it. I apologize if there's a glare. The light is hitting it. And then I did this one today, and I'm really happy about it. I really liked how it turned out, but it's ice cream, and it makes me giggle. I think it's my favorite one that I've done so far. And I did a donut. He looks delicious. And then I did this one today also, and it's a chocolate covered strawberry. So yeah, that's what I've been working on since eating supper. It's getting really cold actually. Tonight is supposed to be 6 degrees Celsius. Feels like 2. Not excited. We're not plugged into a campsite or anything. We're boondocking at Walmart, so we can't exactly run the furnace unless we want to risk draining our batteries throughout the night, and we can't plug in the space heater for the exact same reason. So we do have extra blankets and slippers and stuff, so we're just gonna have the extra blanket that we normally put on whenever it gets chilly on there. If it's not enough, we'll put on extra ones and then see how it goes. In the next week or so, I think we'll be back in Saint Louis anyways. But yeah, it's gonna be a rough one tonight, I think. But I'm gonna leave it here since there's not much else going on. I might as well just end the vlog for today. Not sure what the plan is tomorrow yet, but I guess we'll just wait and see. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.